Just the other night, Stephen, we were out in Hollywood working late, 9:30 at night. Most of the cast, like 95% of the cast was working. And we all got together and went to dinner.
For nearly 2 decades, Mark Harmon has been the steady anchor. The man in charge. The irreplaceable special agent Leroy Jethro Gibbs. A cool-headed boss with a piercing stare and a mysterious past, he became a mainstay in the entertainment world. But this year has brought some eyebrow-raising changes for Harmon, and it's fair to say it hasn't been the smoothest ride for him. In this video, we'll uncover everything you didn't know but need to know about Harmon's epic journey and the latest updates that have everyone wondering. Mark Harmon's journey to stardom is one of those classic tales that seems almost serendipitous. It all started back in the 1970s when he made a bold leap from a secure career in business into the unpredictable world of acting. His first taste of the spotlight didn't come on a grand stage or film set, but in a quirky little commercial for Kellogg's Product 19 cereal, where he shared screen time with his father. However, it wasn't just luck that got him there. His sister Kristen played an important role in his early career by leveraging her connections to help him snag his first acting gig in an episode of Oz's Girls. That initial opportunity set off a chain reaction, opening doors for Harmon to guest star in well-loved shows like Adam 12, Policewoman, and Emergency in 1975. You have to wonder what was going through his mind as he made those appearances. Did he ever imagine just how far he would go? After years in the spotlight, Mark Harmon's life seems to have taken a troubling turn, leaving fans anxious about what might really be going on. Is there more to the story than we realize? From health concerns to unexpected career shifts, the news isn't what anyone expected. Watch until the end because what's happening with Mark right now is both unexpected and heartbreaking. As Harmon's career progressed, his talent began to shine more brightly, eventually earning him an Emmy nomination for his compelling performance in the TV movie Eleanor and Franklin, The White House Years. It's fascinating how one role can catapult an actor into a whole new realm of recognition. With that momentum, he landed roles in notable miniseries like Centennial, and took on supporting parts in films such as Comes a Horseman and Beyond the Poseidon Adventure. Each project seemed to add another brick to the foundation of his burgeoning career, leading him closer to something monumental. Then in 2003, everything changed when he was cast as Special Agent Leroy Jethro Gibbs in the groundbreaking series NCIS. Isn't it interesting how often an actor's big break comes when they least expect it? This particular opportunity arose after JAG and NCIS creator Donald P. Bellisario saw Harmon's compelling performance as Secret Service agent Simon Donovan in The West Wing. It was almost as if fate intervened, nudging Bellisario to invite Harmon to guest star in a couple of JAG episodes where Gibbs was first introduced. Did Harmon have any idea at that moment that he was stepping into a role that would become iconic? Most likely not. Portraying Gibbs, however, wasn't just a walk in the park, it came with its own set of challenges. Harmon had to navigate the intricate layers of Gibbs' character, balancing his tough, no-nonsense exterior with a deep-seated compassion and dedication to justice that lay beneath. How do you even begin to embody such complexity? Harmon understood that he had to add depth to a character who was pivotal not just for the show but also for its dedicated fan base. His previous experiences in law enforcement roles undoubtedly helped him grasp the nuances of a seasoned NCIS agent. However, Gibbs' tragic backstory, marked by the loss of his wife and child, added an emotional weight that Harmon had to convey convincingly. How does one tap into such profound sorrow and still maintain the tough exterior that fans had come to expect? Despite these challenges, Harmon's portrayal resonated with audiences. His commitment and authenticity helped turn NCIS into a cultural phenomenon. Isn't it remarkable how an actor can shape a character and, in doing so, alter the course of a show, and even their own career? Through highs and lows, Harmon's journey is a testament to the power of perseverance, talent, and a touch of serendipity, reminding us that the path to success is often anything but straightforward. After years of stability and success, things have suddenly taken a troubling turn for Mark Harmon. What could be behind these new challenges, and how is he handling them all? This isn't the story anyone expected, just another headline. It's a deeper look into the life of an actor who has meant so much to his fans. Make sure to watch until the end because the details emerging about Harmon's current situation are truly eye-opening. Over the course of 19 seasons, Leroy Jethro Gibbs transformed from a stoic and reserved leader into one of the most nuanced characters in television history. One can only imagine how challenging it must be to evolve while under the constant scrutiny of millions of fans. Initially, Gibbs appeared to be a straightforward figure, embodying the strong, silent type many might recognize. It wasn't until the third season that the tragic backstory of his first wife Shannon and their daughter Kelly was revealed. This moment didn't just add depth to Gibbs' character, it helped explain his often guarded demeanor, inviting audiences to ponder the question, how does one cope with such immense loss and still function in a high-stakes environment like NCIS? As the seasons continued, Gibbs' relationships with his team became a focal point, showcasing his ability to mentor and guide those around him. His evolution into a father figure for many, especially agents like Tony Donozzo and Ziva David, along with forensic specialist Abby Sayuto, created a familial atmosphere within the team. It's fascinating to consider how a simple gesture like his iconic head slap, originally a playful reprimand for Donozzo, became a hallmark of his character. What other little quirks define a person and their relationships over time? Key storylines further enriched Gibbs' character arc, particularly the revelation of his family's tragic loss and his subsequent thirst for revenge against the killer, Pedro Hernandez. Imagine carrying a secret like that for years, only to have it accidentally revealed when Abby stumbled upon evidence linking Gibbs to Hernandez's death. How would that weigh on one's conscience? This kind of emotional baggage makes Gibbs relatable as he grapples with guilt and a thirst for justice, a struggle many people face, albeit in different forms. Gibbs' struggle with his past and the rules he lived by, crafted in honor of Shannon, became fundamental to his character and leadership style. But as time passed, he learned that it's sometimes okay to bend or even break those rules. Isn't that a refreshing perspective? Growth often requires adaptability, and Gibbs showcased that beautifully. His interactions with the rest of the NCIS team were equally crucial to his development. The mentor-mentee relationship with Tony Donozzo blossomed into a deeply rooted, almost familial bond. What makes a mentor-mentee relationship special? Gibbs and Tony's connection exemplified mutual respect, trust, and growth, resonating with many viewers. With Abby, the connection was uniquely special. Their moments of communicating in sign language showed a level of understanding and affection that transcended mere professionalism. Gibbs treated her almost like a daughter, adding another layer to his already complex character. As new agents joined, like Timothy McGee and Ziva David, Gibbs adapted his leadership style, proving he wasn't just a rigid enforcer of rules but a dynamic leader capable of nurturing growth. How often do we see characters who refuse to adapt? Gibbs' ability to evolve while maintaining his core principles speaks to his strength. Behind the scenes, however, tensions began to surface on the NCIS set. Mark Harmon and Paulie Perrette, though beloved by fans for their on-screen chemistry, encountered difficulties off-camera. One particular incident stirred the pot, a mishap involving Harmon's dog, which apparently became a bit too enthusiastic and ended up biting a crew member. Mark Harmon's departure from NCIS came after nearly 2 decades as the beloved Special Agent Leroy Jethro Gibbs, a role that required dedication and a demanding schedule that took a toll, especially as he approached 70. Playing the same character for that long, facing grueling production days that could last up to 22 hours in the show's early seasons, led Harmon to consider stepping back. Understandably, fatigue played a significant role in his decision. After years of pouring himself into Gibbs, Harmon felt it was time to prioritize his personal life, especially with family. He had hinted at leaving around seasons 15 or 16, but his loyalty to the cast and crew, whom he viewed as family, kept him on the show longer than he intended. As Harmon weighed his departure, discussions with CBS and the show's producers were necessary to ensure a smooth transition into the next season. Harmon agreed to appear in a limited number of episodes, providing a transition period that reassured the network and fans. It was like handing off the baton in a relay, making sure the next runner was ready. CBS Entertainment President Kelly Cole even hinted that the door would remain open for Harmon to return. Gibbs' exit storyline was crafted with care, giving fans and the character meaningful closure. In Season 19, Episode 4, titled Great Wide Open, Gibbs decided to stay in Alaska after solving a case, finding peace away from the high-stakes NCIS world. Harmon felt this was a fitting and genuine end for Gibbs, reflecting the character's growth and his own journey. Harmon's influence on NCIS extended far beyond his on-screen role. As both lead actor and executive producer since 2008, he wore two hats, balancing the demands of production and creative direction. This dual role gave him considerable sway over the show's direction, sometimes resulting in creative clashes with directors and writers. Though Harmon was seen as a consummate professional, some crew members felt that communication could be improved. When creative minds don't align, frustrations are bound to surface, making it a challenge to keep everything running smoothly on set.